A new era of motorsport has finally arrived as the FIA have announced a relaunch of the A1 GP, which was hugely successful a few years ago, and it has been rebranded as the Nations Cup. The Nations Cup, it will be a battle between 11 teams from across the world and making sure that they are crowned the best team for motorsport racing. Only the drivers from each country have been chosen for this series, and it gives you guys the opportunity to get behind your own country and cheer them on to victory in this very first season of the Nations Cup. The Nations Cup is all about fighting for your team, but most importantly, their own country. And the whole structure of the series, guys, is going to be completely normal to F1 with a few twists as well, which I'm going to be explaining right now. The point system will be the same as always, guys, as you've seen in normal F1 career modes or league racing, which you've seen, with 25 points going to the victor and vice versa, all the way down to 10th place with a solitary point. Also coming in, guys, is a new points bonus system where drivers who get fastest laps or pole positions in each round of the championship will be given 2 points. So 2 points for a fastest lap and 2 points for being the pole man in the qualifying sessions. The race structure will be 2 races a week, guys, on the channel, with one being the sprint race, which will be a 25% race and one-shot qualifying, and the feature race will be a 50% race, again with a one-shot qualifying system. The calendar for Season 1 of the Nations Cup will feature 10 of the most prestigious and classic tracks in all of motorsport. Tracks such as Hockenheim, Monza, Interlagos, Silverstone and Spa all featuring in this calendar, with the finale being at the famous Monaco Street Circuit for the final round of the championship. Also, you may have noticed as well in the calendar that there is a Viewer's Choice round, which gives you guys the opportunity to pick one of 5 tracks that will be put up after round 4 in Monza's episode of both the sprint and the feature races as well, which gives you guys a great opportunity to get involved in this series as well. Kicking things off then, we have Team UK with probably 2 of the biggest names in the UK for motorsport. We have Jenson Button, who won the championship in 2009 and one of the most popular drivers as well, and alongside him is the 3-time F1 world champion and current Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton. A formidable lineup, and are definitely, surely, one of the favourites for the championship in the very first season of the Nations Cup. Next up, we have Team Finland, which will have the drivers of Ferrari's Kimi Räikkönen and Mercedes driver Valtteri Bottas. This team has an experienced lineup this season with 2 that have very strong pedigree and are definitely a force to be reckoned with, and could be one of the dark horses in Season 1. Team Germany have a mix of proven skill and raw talent, with having Sebastian Vettel at Ferrari obviously leading the way in real life in the F1 Championship, and he will have alongside him Pascal Wehrlein from Sauber, and we all know that both these drivers can be very quick, and as always the Germans are always fast. A team to definitely keep an eye on this season is Team Mexico, as they have Sergio Perez from Force India and Esteban Gutierrez, who is now in Formula E. Perez has performed brilliantly so far in his F1 career, so he will be definitely having a great opportunity to do very well in this first season of the Nations Cup. Esteban Gutierrez has a lot to prove this season, as obviously he is not in F1 no more, but with Formula E he has that experience to really prove he has a chance in Formula 1. Along with Germany, Team France have gone the same route with their driver lineup, with both of experience and youth in their lineup, with Haas's Romain Grosjean and Esteban Ocon being in the driver's seat for the French team. Grosjean has brought success to small teams in F1 in the past, whilst Ocon has dominated in the feeder category, so this definitely could be a team to keep an eye on in this very first season. Team Australia come up next, and they have Red Bull's Daniel Ricciardo, one of the most popular drivers in the F1 community, and he will be alongside IndyCar driver Will Power, who is very quick in the oval side of things, but we'll have to see if he can bring that to the track layouts and see if he can bring the points home for Team Australia. A team that could potentially get a lot of following this season is Team Netherlands, as they have Nick de Vries, who comes in from Formula 3.5, and alongside him is the very popular Max Verstappen in Team Netherlands. The team is the youngest in the competition, but both of the drivers in the lineup are very fast and could definitely be the dark horses in this championship. Coming up next is Team Spain, and they have Carlos Sainz from Toro Rosso in F1. Alongside him is the veteran of Fernando Alonso, a team definitely one to keep out for this season. Sainz has dreamed of racing with his hero, and now as one of the hottest prospects in F1, he gets to do just that with the imperiously quick double world champion of Alonso. This team have got pace, but we'll have to wait and see if they can challenge for the title this season. Team Belgium line up next, and they have Stoffel van Dorn from McLaren and Jerome D'Ambrosio, former F1 driver, now currently racing in Formula E. Stoffel is one of the fastest young guys in Formula 1, but he has experience under his belt, as does Jerome, having raced for Manor in 2011 and currently, as I mentioned, in Formula E, doing very well in that feeder series. Next up is Team Italy, and this one is a very surprising lineup by the Italian team, as they have Antonio Giovinazzi, obviously known currently as the Ferrari development driver and also raced in the first round of the 2017 season in Australia, and alongside him is the veteran and a legend of Formula 1 in Italy. It is Jarno Trulli makes his return. He is a proven race winner in Formula 1 as he won at Monaco, so definitely one to keep an eye on and see if the old era can beat the youth in this team. And finally, the last team on the grid for the first season is Team Brazil, and they have two very quick drivers and two Felipes, I have to say, with Felipe Nasr being one of them, who isn't in Formula 1 unfortunately, and the other one is another veteran of F1. It is Felipe Massa in that lineup for Team Brazil. Massa has won many races in the sport and famously nearly won the championship in 2008. Nasr may not be the quickest driver in the field, but can be very consistent, which could play a massive factor in this Nations Cup series. And that takes us through all the teams and drivers taking part in the very first season of the Nations Cup, and the first round, guys, at Germany will be out this week, with both the feature and the sprint race being uploaded to you guys on the channel, which I'm very excited to be launching, guys. Make sure to slap a like on this video, guys, and subscribe if you want to see more of the Nations Cup. Any questions, guys, feel free to leave them in the comments, guys, and I'll be more than happy to reply to them as soon as possible. But until the first race, guys, have a fantastic day wherever you're doing, and shall see you guys for the first round of the Nations Cup on this channel. Until then, have a great day, guys, and I shall see you for the first round at Hockenheim.